boys and girls, happy Wednesday. Here I am again for our character book study. Today we're going to be reading Katie and the Big Snow by Virginia Lee Burton. If this looks a little bit familiar to you, you may have read one of the other Katie books, and there's also, this is the same author that wrote the Mike Mulligan and the Steam Shovel books. So likes to write books about like diggers and different characters that are actually machines. So in this book, Katie is a tractor, and we're going to be looking at, we're going to read the story and then use some words to describe. We're going to use those adjectives to describe her character. So here we go. Katie and the Big Snow. This way, that way. Okay. Keep it close. Katie was a beautiful red crawler tractor. She was very big and very strong, and she could do a lot of things. I'm going to get a close up there so you can see some of the things she does. Katie had a bulldozer to push the dirt around with. Katie also had a snowplow to plow snow with. Katie belonged to the highway department of the city of Geopolis. The highway department repaired the roads in the summer and kept them clear of snow in the winter, so traffic could run in and out and around the city. So there's the city of Geopolis. You can see lots of stuff going on there. All summer, Katie worked on the roads with her bulldozer. Katie liked to work. The harder and tougher the job, the better she liked it. So one word I can think of right away to describe Katie is she's hardworking. She's dedicated to what she does. Once, when the steamroller fell in the pond, Katie pulled it out. The highway department was very proud of her. They used to say, "Nothing can stop her." So to be able to pull out a big machine out of the water like this, she must also be very strong. When winter came, they put the snowplows on the big trucks and changed Katie's bulldozer to her snowplow. But Katie was so big and strong she had to stay at home because there was not enough snow for her to plow. Then, early one morning, it started to drizzle. The drizzle turned to rain, and the rain turned into snow. By noon, it was 4 inches deep. The highway department sent out the truck plows. By afternoon, the snow was 10 inches deep and still coming down. "Looks like a big snow," said the highway department, and sent Katie out. So there's all the little snow plows going. And when the big snow finally came, they called for Katie. A strong wind came up, and the drifts began to form. 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet, 5 feet. The snow reached the first-story windows, the second-story windows, and then it stopped. One by one, the snowplow broke down. The roads were blocked, and no traffic could move. The schools, the stores, the factories were closed. The railroad station and airport were snowed in. The mail couldn't go through. The police couldn't protect the city. The telephone and power lines were down. There was a break in the water main. The doctor couldn't get to his patient in the hospital. The fire department was helpless. Everyone and everything was stopped. But Katie. The city of Geopolis was covered with a thick blanket of snow. So that sounds a little bit dangerous to me. Like, I wouldn't want to go out in that kind of weather in my little car, but Katie, she's big and strong, and she's very dedicated to her work, so let's see if she can help out. Slowly and steadily, Katie started to plow out the city. "Help," called the chief of police. "Help us to protect the city." "Sure," said Katie. "Follow me." So Katie plowed out the center of the city. "Help," called out the postmaster. "Help us get the mail through." "Sure," said Katie. "Follow me." So there she goes. She's getting the roads open, making a little path for everyone. So Katie plowed down to the railway station. "Help, help," called out the telephone company and the electric company. "The poles are down somewhere in East Geopolis." "Follow me," said Katie. So Katie plowed out the roads to East Geopolis. "Help," called out the superintendent of the water department. "There's a break in the water main somewhere in North Geopolis." "Follow me," said Katie. So there she goes, heading north to the water department, making sure everyone's safe. She's very helpful, isn't she? And she plowed out the roads to North Geopolis. Help! Emergency! Called out the doctor. Help me get to this patient at the hospital. Way out in West Geopolis. Sure, said Katie. Follow me. So there she goes, heading west this time. So Katie plowed out the roads to the hospital. Help, 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 called out the fire chief. There's a 3-alarm fire way out in South Geopolis. Follow me, said Katie. So Katie plowed out the roads to the fire in South Geopolis. On the way back, a plane signaled for help. The airport was snowed in. Katie was beginning to get a little tired, but she wouldn't stop. Not Katie. So, boys and girls, the word that pops into my head when I read that sentence, she's tired, but she's not going to give up. The word that pops into my head is a fancy schmancy word called relentless. That means somebody who keeps going no matter what. She is relentless to help people. She wants to just keep going and get her job done. She hurried over to the airport and plowed out the runway so the airplane could land safely. Then, after she had found the broken down truck plows, she started home. The fire department had put out the fire. The doctor had saved his patient. The water department had repaired the main. The telephone and electricity were on. The mail could go through and the police could protect the city. Thanks to what Katie did. Here's a picture of the city all plowed. Can't see. Katie finished up the side streets so traffic could move in and out and around the city. Then she went home to rest. Then, and only then, did Katie stop. And she says, chug, chug, chug. She's chugging her way home. All right. So if you like that book, boys and girls, if you like the style of the pictures and the writing, Virginia Lee Burton has several books that, like I said, feature Katie, or there's Mike Mulligan and the Steam Shovel. So if you like these books, this is definitely a character that you can check out, or some of the other characters by the same author. So again, for Friday, we want to make sure that we're bringing a book and telling about a character from the book. Again, it doesn't have to be your favorite character. Any book, any character could be a character you like, a character you don't like, but you're bringing 1 or 2 adjectives. Remember, listen to the adjectives. They describe a noun you know. So our nouns are our characters. Those are the people in the stories, the people or the animals in the stories. In this case, it's a machine. Could be that too. Bring those 2 adjectives to describe your character, and I will see you all tomorrow. I have a 2-part book for tomorrow. Same character, 2 different books. It's a really silly cat. And we'll take a look at that tomorrow. All right. Have a good Wednesday, and I'll see you all tomorrow on Thursday. Bye.